Season 5 of Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra is right around the corner, which means it's time for me to get S rank on every role using the 3 brand new characters introduced in Season 4 Happy Anniversary of Squadra. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and maybe consider subscribing. It would truly mean a lot to me. With that being said, let's get into the games. And we are here with the first game, playing the first character released in Season 4 Happy Anniversary of Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, Super Saiyan God Goku. So that means, of course, we're getting damage to S rank. Their team has a Vegeta that has a tournament winner skin, so that's scary. Let's see if we still can't get a win. Things are gonna be rough, especially considering Vegeta has a very easy time killing God Goku, just because Vegeta is decently bulky, has good mobility for skill 2, and you know, considering with that mobility, he can easily get on top of God Goku and just, you know, do more damage than I could do to him before he kills me. I'm doing the solo queue. You know, every season I've always done my rank rise to solo queue. I've never even queued up with anyone in this game. I have no friends. But, you know, we're going to do it anyways. Our Vegeta's already level 3. How did that happen? Anyways, our divine draws, I believe, are, I want to say medical respawn and maybe something else. I forget exactly what it was. But tips for solo queue in this game. You know, you gotta be... Oh, it's necessary HP. I don't know why that didn't click. I don't know if our Vegeta got it. Tips for general tips. You need to... You know, we're just going to be doing a lot of damage. Especially with God Goku. You need to have good positioning, because you could get blown up very easily. And one helpful thing to help with that is to have a good tank. You know, Bardock is the best tank in the game for a reason. Not only can he do a lot of crazy damage and carry games by himself, he's also one of the best things at protecting your team. Also, if you're looking for characters to play, I mean, God Goku's fine. I don't know if I would recommend him for solo queue, just because how he kind of frail he can be, especially in team fights. Let's just go on this Vegeta here. And this is also why Bardock's crazy, as I'm gonna be running for my life. And yeah, that's why I probably wouldn't recommend God Goku, just because how do you get out of that situation? You know, Bardock has just crazy mobility and crazy damage, especially for a tank. So, and considering God Goku has no mobility, Bardock's also a very popular character right now, especially considering he's the best tank. Great for solo queue. And on top of Bardock being a decently popular character, you're going to be seeing him a lot. So, it makes sense why he's popular. But we're just going to continue farming. Another useful tip is to actually get the farm that spawns behind you, you know. We're giving up potentially the Kai, but, you know, those 3, they give significantly more amount of XP. So, their Bardock's going to try to go in on me here. But we're going to be able to get the Kai anyways. And, you know, even though, you know, I died and didn't get respawn, I am still pretty much, like, on the same level as the team. Right, it's the enemies. You know, I'm about to be level 7 right now, and they're level 6. Getting that box farm is really important. We're gonna go... I'm actually gonna go solid barrier this game, just because I'm scared of Vegeta jumping on me. You could go Giant Slayer, but I'm personally scared of Vegeta jumping on me. We gotta play this smart, because the whole team is here. We also need to see how much health it has, because I need to go in. I'm just gonna ult it now. And fortunately, we did not get it. I'm gonna see. I should be dead here. Yep. I ulted a little too early. I thought they might have tried to blitz it faster, but they didn't. And that's one of the issues with the damage characters. You need to have a good ult to secure. You know, character like Super Saiyan 3, even though he can still be good with his range, it's rough because, you know, he doesn't get his ult till level 7 till you transform. So in the earliest you can transform to level 7. So if you don't get to level 7, you're not going to have your boss secure for the first fight, for the first boss. So that makes it very hard to play as him, because one of the best tips I can give for solo queue is to actually get save your ult for secures. Obviously, it depends on the scenario, where should you ult for maybe like a double kill here that'll let you secure the boss. Okay. Right, obviously depends, so you need to take a look at the game state. But a general tip is just saving your ult for boss secures. It really helps you out dramatically, and especially considering, you know, you're always talking about people don't rotate for bosses. One of the best things is just securing the bosses yourself. I'm just going to continue getting this back for him because, you know, even though I've died twice, I'm still, you know, level 8 competitive. Their Vegeta's level 10. I mean, this is Vegeta's, if you're looking for characters to play, Vegeta's one of the best characters to play. Just because, how do you start compared to that? Especially if you get ahead, it is very hard to counter Vegeta. And considering how fast he can farm, you can get super ahead now. Like, you know, I'm doing pretty good on farming. Like, I'm just farming the whole game, and I'm getting level 9 right here. And their Vegeta is level 10 already. We need to rotate for this boss. I'm gonna have ult for this, so that's why I also recommend saving your ult for boss secures, because even if you die or use it early, you're still gonna have secures. And Vegeta's already level 11. We need to just do this. I'm gonna get off of here. Vegeta's going crazy. I'm gonna see if I can't do anything here. Oh god. Let's see if we are able to secure the boss. Nice. I might have just killed myself. But actually, I'm gonna die anyway. Yeah, I'm dead here. But we're able to secure the boss, which is still good. I was playing the Vegeta diving us under the tower, the God of Destruction, fine. But I did not play the actual boss smart. I don't know why. Once I saw we got the boss, I should have just ran. And that's another instance of bad positioning. It's just very hard to do that with God Goku, considering, you know, their team with Vegeta and Bardock. You know, they're just looking to get on me. That's why I went solid barrier and ran a defense stuff. I probably should have went build up, considering how much I've been farming. You know, I'm gonna be level 10 here after one more thing. So maybe I should have just went defense up. But, you know, I should also be helping here. But let's just get this ability. Looks like Vegeto's now up top. Who's level 12 now? I'm gonna see if I can't slow him. I'm gonna put this down so I can get my cooldowns back quick. We need to, with their Buu dead. Let's see if I can't do anything here. We should be able to get this God of Destruction here. Stop that. Now I think we should just run, considering the boss is gonna be up. I'm not gonna have my ult for this, considering I wasted it trying to live and still died anyways. So again, you should save your ults for boss secures, obviously depending on your character and the situation. You know, Vegeta thought, you know, if he killed myself and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, that was a better use for his ult. And, you know, it's a good call on paper, it just didn't end up working for him, and I'm not gonna have a boss secure for this. Just try to blitz it as fast as possible. We're able to get it. Let's see if we can't kill Vegeta. We are able to. I'm gonna just ult this now. Now, especially considering we stopped the boss. Kill this Daima Goku. You know, one of the best things about God Goku is his range. I'm gonna ping for Frieza to hopefully get this tower. And I should just back. I don't know what I am doing. I have 1 health. They're getting that God of Destruction. We got 2 bosses out of 4. We need to get this last one to get triple boss KO. And, you know, I think I'm personally doing a pretty good job of positioning myself safely from Vegeta and Bardock. Because, you know, if you can live as God Goku, you can do crazy damage. It's just actually living. And now, I'm probably not going to have boss secure for this fight. But I think that was a good use of it for that boss, or after the boss, to kill, you know, Buu, stop the revive. Now I'm trying to get to level 12 because you never really stop farming in this game. Ooh, this is a bad scenario for Frieza. Can he get out? Slow him. That Buu took a lot of damage. I'm gonna see if I can't do anything here. Kill this Buu as I miss everything. Our Frieza's dead, and our Super Saiyan 3 is stopping their Bardock from pushing, but unfortunately it looks like they're not going to be able to. I'm gonna see if I can't revive Frieza here. You know, I think this is a good call from me. I mean, they're taking the boss really slowly. Ribrian has a lot of health. So, did that guy, the minion really stop it? That's so dumb. Let's just stop this. Let's just try to kill out this Bardock. Revive this Vegeta. Unfortunately, I did not get I'm just gonna go push, actually. Unfortunately, I was not able to secure the boss, but we were able to kill Buu and kill a bunch of people. I'm just gonna go do this. Let's see if we can't kill this Buu. Who's just gonna run? Actually, who's not gonna run? Barely stalled enough time to stop the push. Alright, didn't stop the team KO. I'm just gonna run now. See if I can't get this Kai. Should get level 13 to get my max abilities. We're like 2 minions away, so we should be able to get it anyways. Nice. I'm then gonna back. You know, there's nothing really for me to do. I'm level 13. I can keep farming because the max level is 15. But they got 2 bosses and triple boss kills off the map. I have my max abilities. I'm now kind of free to go. But I obviously can still farm in case the game goes on for longer. And there's a Bardock there looking to push. Who's actually gonna... Maybe if we can find him... No, he gets out. Yeah. You need to also defend. That's another thing I would say for sulking. People are going to try to defend or try to push a lot. So you got to make sure to keep looking at the map, see if there's anyone on the team. Keep a track of who you see. So we see 3 people here. You know, their Daima Goku is not on the map. I need to be careful of this Vegeta. Vegeta is low, but they should be able to kill him and hopefully res me. No, they are not going to be able to res me. Unfortunate, but Daima Goku is now here. We are going to be able to successfully defend this, and Vegeta is dead. Super Saiyan 3 still dies, unfortunate, but we should be able to res him, hopefully, if we can stop the res. I did not think we're going to be able to. Free's just going to go defend, which is still a fine play considering they now might go. Depending on the position, since I'm God Goku, I do have a AoE ultimate. Or not AoE, a global range ultimate. So, let's see if we can't do anything here. Looks like, no, we're not going to be able to kill Daima. But, let's see if we can't do anything here. We're able to kill Buu. Let's see if I can't stop this. Ow. That hurted. Let's see if we can't do more damage. I'm just gonna go run back quickly to the fountain. If you're defending the last 2 turrets, this is a play you could do. Just quickly go to the turret, get your full healing really quick, and go. I'm gonna sit back. We see Vegeta, we see Daima. We do not see Bardock, so I'm gonna sit back a little bit since the tower is still there. We see Bardock, so now I'm free to freely go because we have now know where all 4 of their team is. Let's see if also what exactly I can do here. Our Super Saiyan 3 left. Let's see if I can't do anything here. Bardock's gonna try to look on me. Super Saiyan Vegeta's dead, and I now need to run. I cannot afford to lose here because if we lose some members, they will just end the game. But me running here, we're just now going to be quickly repositioned and go back up top here. Are they going to try to push with numbers? Yes, they are. Let's try to kill this Vegeta. Vegeta is... You know, we're going to keep going on this Bardock, actually. And they are... I screwed up massively there. I did not stop that revive. That is very bad. But I'm going to ult this now. And I whiffed. Let's see if he still can't kill people there. He should be able to kill Buu. Let's see if we can't kill Daima now. We need to also stop Buu from rezzing this time, because that was a mistake we made. Ooh, Daima used his ult, but we actually lived it. Vegeta was able to push, but I think we need to go.
Let's do it, everyone! Fine, okay.
I think Super Saiyan 3 and Vegeta can go. Frieza's telling me he got the defending because maybe Daima could be able to push. I do not have ult to help him. So it looks like Super Saiyan 3 may have went a little too early. He's going to die. But hopefully, you know, with this might have been a bad call from us. Let's see if I can't do anything here. Maybe if I can't even res Super Saiyan 3. And we're able to. Nice. They're not going to go push, so we need to do this. Let's see. We're able to get it. And Zeno's actually going to spawn soon, so I'm just going to wait here. You can afford to... You can afford to play things slow. And we actually get Zeno coming because this game is going on that long. I have now successfully juked them. And now since Zeno's here, their Dragon Shell's done. Thank you for... I was going to say thank you, Freeze, for letting me get the dragon, but we didn't get it. Zeno actually helped out there, and the fact that I kind of juked him. We actually ended up winning that game. I think that's a perfect example of how to play God Goku pretty well. I don't think we got MVP. Yeah. You know, they changed MVP where you got to push to actually get MVP, and I don't think I pushed a single time. But I think I still showcase, you know, even though I was died a good amount, how to play God Goku well. You know, I was doing my damnedest not to die to Vegeta dive or Bardock getting on top of me. And I was doing a lot of damage. Look, I did almost 300,000 damage just because they couldn't get on top of me. If you can sit back with God Goku and successfully, you know, dodge Vegeta ults, dodge Vegeta skill 3, skill 1, skill 2s, or even live, you can do a crap ton of damage. And, you know, most importantly, you know, I was keeping aware of the map, seeing, okay, we killed this person, maybe we could go push this. Or, you know, this is going to be a hard game, so I need to change my build a bit. You can't just always go, you know... Would I have loved to go Snowball, Giant Slayer, defense stuff this game? Yeah, of course. But I figured I needed solid barrier to keep myself safe. And I think it was a good call, even though I still did die 4 times. I think I was able to showcase why it's good to sometimes change up your build, as well as how to play the game. You know, they were you know, my Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku were pushing. You know, and I was pretty much more defensive, playing in the back with Frieza, which I think was a correct call. And shout out Zeno for showing the Dragon Shell instantly for us, so we could just run and take it. But with that, that should be our S. Beautiful. I kind of prefer the one where like the whole screen would flash white. Again, if you're looking for characters to play solo queue with, God Goku's kind of iffy unless you can play really well. You know, if you could play how I played in that game, then yeah, I think God Goku could be good. But if not, Kefla, Oob, I mean, Kefla, Oob, Vegeta, they're all the best characters in the game right now. All crazy mobile, can do a lot of damage with great boss secures. So they're really good. I think a Super Saiyan Goku could be good if you can play that well. Daima could be good if you're trying to go for more of a split-pushing rat build. Broly, if there's a skill 2 cooldown reduction, Divine Draw, and if you have a Buu, because Buu is crazy. I didn't even look at how much healing their Buu had, but I imagine soon could. Well, actually, I don't even think we have the skill down reduction. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of another game. Excuse me. Yeah, you know, you can obviously get to S rank of every character. So if you have your main character, like, I don't know, let's just say your favorite character is Piccolo, you can get to S with Piccolo just easy. I'm just giving some overall general tips for people who are looking to get S rank solo queue, as well as, you know, kind of documenting how I played this game. So, I mean, that Vegeta had the tournament winner skin, not the Squadra Blast winner, but just winning a overall tournament. So he seems to be pretty good at the game, and, you know, he was making it very hard for me to actually live and just deal my damage. So shout out to that Vegeta. But with that being said, you know, it's going to be a couple days for me, but for you guys, I'll see you guys for the next game to get Tank to S with Super Saiyan God Vegeta. And we are here with the next game, getting Tank to S rank using the newest character, Super Saiyan God Vegeta. If you're wondering when I'm recording this, it is currently April 4th. So this is post, obviously, God Vegeta's release and post God Goku buff. You know, I recorded that first God Goku video before he got buffed. So I can't believe they still can't buff him. But anyways, we got to talk about getting Tank to S rank. You know, at first, you know, prior to the season 2, season 3, I would have said Tank is the hardest grind for me. You know, even though you can absolutely carry a game, you don't have as strong as carrying potential than, you know, someone like a damage character. And, you know, if you get bad damage to teammates, it could be really annoying to deal with. But then season 3, you know, I just went on this random win streak and it became super easy for me. And then for season 4, I was A3 maybe when God Vegeta came out. And then now I just been playing him non-stop, and here we are in my potential rank up game. God Vegeta is stupid. Like, this character is absolutely absurd. Let's see if we can't get the Kai. We are unable to. This character is stupid. Like, I don't know what they were thinking with God Vegeta. We're gonna be good on Kefla, and it would kill her. I like going build up on God Vegeta. It's just what I personally like going. And here's the dumb part about God Vegeta. The 1v1s are stupid. But we're just gonna let them get it. I'm gonna be going for these minions right here. So if you're looking for tips to get tank to S rank, pick God Vegeta. Honestly, like, I know that sounds bad, especially considering the time recording this. You can only be bought with gems, and there's no free-to-play way to get them, but this character is broken. Maybe by the time that this video is actually out, he'll hopefully have been nerfed, but at the time of this recording this, he is stupid. This character is absolutely overpowered, and, you know, if you're wondering why he's overpowered, no tank can 1v1 him. That's, I think, a big one. So he will forever win a tank 1v1. He will, because of that, he essentially shuts down every other tank besides himself and maybe Bardock. Bardock, I think, is the only other tank that can kind of stand on equal footing with God Vegeta. But even then, it's not truly equal footing. God Vegeta, I think, still wins that matchup. But Bardock is the only other tank that I could see that actually can do something against them. Every other tank kind of gets invalidated. I played like one game of Cooler just to see how it goes, and it didn't end up well. Now, I personally like going Giant Slayer second because of the matchup against God Vegeta. I think this is one of the most important matchups in the game, especially for tank, and being able to potentially out damage him and win the 1v1, because God Vegeta 1v1s never die. So you need to have some form of damage to actually deal with him. So I personally like going Giant Slayer. I go build up Giant Slayer defense up. You could go full Steel Skin. That's perfectly fine. You could go, you know, Solid Berry I don't really like too much. But, you know, I just go Giant Slayer. And one of the reasons why this character is broken, you know, we're going to have this Kefla here. Do this. I'm going to ult this after their God Vegeta. And we're able to secure it and kill God Vegeta. You know, the fact that he has a teleport stun that will just move you across the map is dumb. I do not know why they thought that was acceptable. Hello, Hit. Stop that. The amount of crowd control he also has, I think, is insane. You know, kind of reminiscent of Bardock. Let's just do that. Get this farm up. And, you know, I also like using his ult for boss gear because it's a lot better than you think it would be. It can actually surprisingly do a good amount of damage. And, you know, even if it doesn't, you know, secure, you could potentially stun. Like, I've had some games where I've stunned an Ubo and prevented their secure. On top of that, you know, considering it's a wide range, you could go to, like, teleport up to Jackie Chun with his ult. So you could be farming the bot lane, and then boom, you're teleporting into Jackie Chun with a stun and potentially stopping their secure and as well doing damage to the boss. It's insane. We're gonna go defense step here. So yeah, he could just, you know, I've made my Kefla video talking about, oh yeah, Kefla can do pretty well into God Vegeta, and I still think that's true. But you can also very easily secure, and speaking of securing, I'm just gonna get this if I can. Nice. And in terms of helpers, I also like going Vilpovich just to bring people in closer, because, you know, they could run away like that and they can get out like that, but that's fine. I like maxing out his skill too, and then his skill 1. This character is absolutely dumb. Ooh, this is spooky. Let's kill this guy. And let's go get this. And I'm gonna actually get this right here. I am blind. I cannot see anything. I found the right... ow. I need to Get out of here. But yeah, again, bot secure is one of the most important things. So make sure you're securing it. Make sure you're actually getting his passive as well. I need to ult this. He ulted. I need to do this to actually live. Ooh, the trunk secure. I'm probably dead here. I'm probably dead. Oh my god, I actually lived. Wow. I cannot believe I lived that. That's insane. Alright, yeah. So I think just... Also with tanks, one of the most important things, knowing when to be aggressive and knowing when to protect your team. I think that's... Each one's important things. That kind of separates the good God Vegetas from the bad God Vegetas. Because you could be mindlessly aggro the whole time, and, you know, sure, that could definitely win you games. But if you don't protect your team, depending on who your team cup is, you're just throwing the game by going endlessly aggro. Like, if you have a God Goku on your team, there's going to be times where you need to defend him so you can actually do his damage. There's going to be times where, you know, depending on their comp, like I've been going pretty aggressive on their Kefla, that I'm going to have to go aggressive on him. And knowing where, you know, when to properly defend and when to go on the offense, especially with split pushing. You know, I've been pretty passive with this so far, farming. I did make a little bit of a push to get the bottom God of Destruction. I'm going to be going up here to defend because, you know, you don't want to get shift and eventually lose the game. Because if you're too passive, you will just lose the game. And we're going to bring out here. There's a hit being a rat. Let's see if we can't kill him. Nice. We're going to start pinging for, I think it was Jocko, I believe. And let's see if I can't get level 11, because level 11 ult does feel really nice. Not only does it turn the ult global, it also dramatically increases the range of the stun. Like this. We're going to be able to stun Oob here. And boom. And then we have this guy Vegeta, who, you know, we're going to be able to kill here. Nice. And now we can go for the boss. I mean, look how range. I was able to stun the Oob and just get on top of their damage dealers because of this global ult. Because why they gave a tank a global ultimate like that, on top of giving it a stun, I have no idea. But y'all, again, you know, gotta go for bosses. You know, the team's pushing. They're playing well. We got Jocko. We're now putting them in a really bad positioning because one more boss and we get triple boss KO. You know, we're just gonna defend. We also got that top God of Destruction. This top God of Destruction, our top God of Destruction is probably gone here, just because hit, you know, can go invisible and just stay like that. We see him on the bottom of the map, so he's not here yet. But it's going to be really hard to defend this, so you can make the case that we shouldn't be defending this. But instead, we're going to use this as an opportunity. You know, the whole team is here, so we're just going to use that as a chance to just get them out, like out of position like this. You know, we just killed both their damage dealers. You know, their guy Vegeta's here. He's gonna eventually res himself. There's a hit here. And, you know, I'm just gonna go for this. You know, we could go for boss, and that's probably also a smart decision, but considering the uptime and I have my ult, I'm just gonna get some chip. Lag. Alright, I'ma just get out of here. There Gohan is... Alright, Gohan's dead. Let's see if I can't do anything here. Let's see if we can't do anything here. Kefla is going to be brought in, and this should be a dead Kefla. Nice. I'ma ult this. This is getting all of them. Oh my god, if I Vanishing stepped out, that could have been nice. I think Hit's gonna stop it, but depending on... Oh, Trunks actually ults, and we get to res, and gets a team ace, and that should be the end of the game. You know, we didn't even need to go for boss. Let's just get this, and yeah, this character is dumb. You know, that big of a stun is just insane. And this should be the end of the game. Yep. You know, we did a more aggressive play of pushing at the end there. We could have maybe played a bit slower, gotten the boss. But I figured, you know, I could just go and get the God of Destruction. And, you know, I died for it, but we got the team wipe off of it. Trunks ended up getting MVP. Nice. And yeah, this character is just dumb. Like, I only died one time. Oh my god, that Trunks went crazy. 16-1. Holy crap. But even then, I still feel like I did my job as a tank. You know, I was keeping them entirely crowd controlled. I was going in, engaging, chipping towers. You know, you're gonna have to do that. And boom, we have now gotten S. I forget there's no special animation for it. And we got S+. And I just want to show you these quick match history just because I don't know what happened today. I've just been non-stop playing. Not non-stop playing, but non-stop doing crazy. Yeah, just pick God Vegeta. You know, 2009. Yeah, look. So, now to show you March 4. You know, I think this is last night when I was playing. Actually, no, this is today. Yeah, this is today. I believe, is this last night? I think this was last night. Anyway, you can see match history going absolutely insane. God Vegeta is dumb. This character is dumb. If you want to rank up easily on tank, just pick up God Vegeta. I'd imagine even if he got nerfed, his base kit's still insane. You just gotta be smart when to engage. I maxed out skill 2, his skill 1, then his skill 3, putting all points into ult at level 10 and 11, just because the global ult with the big range, I think is really helpful. I go build up Giant Slayer, defense up, and you just gotta be smart, knowing when to be aggressive and when to be defensive for your team. And of course, obviously, you gotta defend towers just because, you know, if you prevent team from chipping, because if you play too passive, you will just eventually lose the game. But so yeah, if you want to just rank up on tank, just play God Vegeta. This character is broken. With that, I'll see you guys in just a bit. For you guys, for me, probably be in a couple weeks for when we get the next and final rank to technical, or get the final category of characters technical with Kid Buu to S rank. So I'll see you guys then. And we are here with the final role and the final character release in Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra Season 4 half-year anniversary, Kid Buu as technical. I'm actually recording this the day Kid Buu came out, which is April 22nd. You know, I've been waiting to play technical pretty much the whole time, just because I was like high A2 before Kid Buu even came out, just by myself playing solo queue, because I only play solo queue. You know, all the other 2 matches were solo queue, and this game's also solo queue. So I didn't want to risk, you know, losing this game of me ranking up to S rank with technical, because I wanted to play other, you know, supports or technical characters before Kid Buu came out. So, you know, I did most of this grind, you know, without Kid Buu. I even got to A1 on camera during my first impressions video of Kid Buu. So if you're looking for characters to play, I think the 4 characters or 5 characters I really say to play. I'd say Kid Gohan if you want to play a rat split push build. If you want to play you know, a more supporting role, I'd say maybe 17 or Majin Buu. If you want to play if you want to play more offensive, you could play Kid Buu. Obviously, you could play Hook into Super Saiyan 3. Slow, try to slow. Nice. Kill him. Super Saiyan 3. No, he was so low, man. Ooh. Alright, well, Kid Buu just gave us that kill anyways. Appreciate it. Let's just do this. We should be able to kill the Super Saiyan 3 here. Nice. Yeah, Kid Buu can be absolutely ridiculous, depending on if you make plays like that. Yeah, 7. Oh, there's a God Goku there. Oh, okay. You know, you can play Kid Gohan if you want to play a rat build or flip push build, which, you know, even then, Kid Gohan is still good, so that's not the absolute worst. Nice, we were getting that Kai. If you want to play a more supporting role, you can play 17 or Majin Buu, good, Fat Buu. If you want to play a more offensive build, obviously you can play Kid Buu, you can play Ultimate Gohan, or you can play Hit. I'd say those are probably the 3 all the best characters to play solo queue with as technical. You could obviously play Frieza. Frieza's pretty good as well, just he could be very awkward to play, especially the higher rank you go. I would say, depending on the game, if it was a skill cooldown 2 reduction game, I would always play Majin Buu good. I know they nerfed it, and their nerfed skill cooldown 2 reduction in the latest patch, but before that, we keep getting this Kai, dude. Did I not hook in that Kid Buu? Oh, I'm just gonna ult this, screw this. Give me my defense up. And Kid Buu's dead because Super Saiyan 3. Yeah, every game that there was a skill cooldown 2 reduction, I would always play Ultimate or Fat Buu just because his skill cooldown 2 reduction with the healing was ridiculous. You know, I haven't played it since the nerf, but you know, having a heal that's like a 5-second cooldown, that the cooldown starts as soon as you activate the ability. So I'm just gonna wait just in case they decide to push. Just in case they push, and you know, the fact that it was pretty much a 2-second cooldown ability, I probably should have went down for boss. But we were actually able to secure it, and it looks like we're gonna actually win this fight anyways. You know, I don't know where the rest of the team is, but I'm just gonna keep running forward, see if I can't get any more damage on this guy out of destruction. Yeah, anytime there's a skill cooldown 2 reduction game, I would just play Fat Buu, just because the healing would be ridiculous, have like pretty much a 2-second cooldown, and just, yeah, I feel like that's really important. I also think it's really important to play hammers. I would play Kid Gohan when there was hammers, just because hammers are dumb. And even if in a solo queue situation, you could still abuse hammers dramatically. You know, Kid Gohan just, hammers are very dumb, so make sure you guys are abusing that. And one of the best advice I could give for technical is knowing the best times to defend, and the best times to join a fight, and the best times to know when to abandon a fight to go push. I'd say that's my farm. I'd say that's the best advice I can give. Kid Buu, you're getting stunned, and you're getting slowed out, and we're killing you anyways. Ooh, but there's a Super Saiyan 3 here. Stun you. Apply this, and dead. Yeah, Kid Buu is absolutely crazy. You know, I'm having so much fun playing him. You know, he generally just feels like a damage character as technical, which feels awesome to play. You know, Ultimate Gohan felt like a, you know, just a playmaker. Just get that guy out of destruction. Just, you know, I'm just gonna keep farming because, you know, I'm going build up. That's one thing I know the advice I could probably give. The cards, the Divine Combo cards, I always just go full defensive. I rarely, if ever, go full technical or even the blues. I think just the ability to be able to tank as technical and live longer, it's just way too beneficial than any of the blue cards can provide, with the exception of like Backstab as hit. You know, Backstab is really strong, but I just feel like being able to actually be somewhat tanky and survive can be really helpful. You know, Kid Buu, I pretty much always run this set of you know, build up, solid steel skin, could be solid barrier, and then defense step. Defense step is just way too good. Let's just join back in this fight. Ow. We did not get that boss, unfortunately. I should have ulted for it. But this is a good situation of what I'm talking about. I'm actually going to go leave this fight. That I'm actually going to go rejoin because I'm a chronic liar. As they go push, you know, I really need to go stop this God Goku, who shit's just going to get this God of destruction, but I need to go run anyways. Get that kill. You know, that was a bad play by me, I will say. Hooking this guy Vegeta. Nope. Oh, get me out of there. I'm probably dead here anyways, just because their Kid Buu. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I should have activated my skill 3 to get the additional healing, but that doesn't matter because I'm gonna get res. Thank you, God Goku. Actually, no, because there's a guy Vegeta. But yeah, I always just go full tanky Divine Combo cards. I just prefer them to the blue. You know, I haven't really been able to showcase it, but the best things I could give is knowing when to rat. You know, I think that's one of the technical biggest strengths is being able to just rat and, you know, with their movability, their increased movement speed, and even, you know, if you go tanky cards like I've been going, you're going to be able to push super fast, and it allows you to just really make a big difference. You know, there's times where in a fight, it is way more important to apply pressure through the map like this than to just go and join a fight. You know, look, I was managing to sneak past all of them. I didn't get a max action burst, and I'm probably dead as hell now because of it. And Kid Buu has this cool thing where I could just ult like this and still die anyways. But, you know, look how much pressure. I literally brought 3 of them to me. I stopped them from pushing. Now, yes, was that a good death from me? No. If I was able to get that max action burst off, it would have been super worth. Considering now the state of this fight, because we need to just fall back, because we don't want to risk getting team aced. Oh my god, he died just at the last second. He needed to fall back. I'm not gonna defend that. I need to be careful here. You know, we do a little trolling. You know, a little trolling. Just, you know, doesn't hurt nobody. It looks like they're not gonna go push. They're gonna go for the boss, which, yeah, they go get anyways. That's another important thing. You cannot... That Super Saiyan 3 should have left that fight. If that Super Saiyan 3 left the fight, we wouldn't have gotten a team wipe there and would have been able to push. Now, they're going to start defending, which is actually fine, considering it allows us times to farm up. You know, we're going to basically have our full build-up stacks here anyways. You know, we're like one or two farms away. So, you know, me just applying that pressure is now making their Super Saiyan 3 play fully passively. And now it's going to allow our team to fully farm up. Just stun Kid Buu, because you can stun him out of his skill 3. And now we can go fight for this boss. I almost just died to that steel trap. I might just go push this top god of destruction, just because the outer gods of destruction have way less health than the other, you know, these bottom gods of destruction. So even me just doing this, you know, I'm getting a lot of pressure here. And I'm going to be able to get this god of destruction here. So, and the Super Saiyan 3 is also just pushing as well. I need to go stop him now, actually. Oh, I stunned him. Get the healing. Alright, we need to go get this boss, because this is triple boss KO if we do not get it. You know, I'm really showcasing the, like, how fast you can move around the map with technical. I'm just gonna go abandon this fight. I'm not fighting this. There's no reason for me to fight this. Yes, a triple boss KO. I'm gonna apply more pressure by getting him this max action burst here. And applying pressure. Team takes this shield. See, they're winning the fight. And I was able to get this god of destruction. Now, they're gonna have to either get this focus on this boss, or just pay attention to me, you know. Look how much pressure I was able to put. I gave a shield to help out my team. I was able to get god of destruction. I'm just gonna go back up now, because I do not want to risk triple boss, or not triple boss KO, team ace, just because that's gonna be really bad. But I can try my best to steal this, which I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm gonna apply this just so I don't die. And it looks like they are going to get triple boss KO, which is unfortunate. I tried to stall them a little bit. There, it looks like they're just going to get it. Oh, if God Goku did that a tiny second earlier, he could have maybe stole it. But now we just got to defend. But look, how me abandoning that fight essentially won us the initial fight, because I was able to apply the shield and apply so much pressure here. We got the bottom god of destruction just because of me. That's what I mean by, you know, it's good to pay attention and learn when to abandon a fight versus when to actually help out in the fight. Because sure, could I have helped and maybe gotten the boss? Yeah, but look how much pressure I was able to put because of that. I'm gonna just ult this, just because they're doing a fuck ton of damage to me. We were able to kill 2 of them there, which I'm gonna go fully heal up now, and I'm just gonna go run top. You know, it's just the damage dealers left. Their Super Saiyan 3 is low. I'm just gonna go. There's no reason not to go here. We have the advantage here. Super Saiyan 3, you know, it's gonna be pushing here. But we're just gonna kill him. And now it's just a God Goku who just ults us, which is fine. You know, we just got so much damage off of that. I don't know what our God Goku was doing there, I'll be honest. He either had to go push or just back off. Not what he did when he tried to fight. And see, even us dying there, you know, obviously us dying is bad, you know. We lose snowball stacks, we give us some pressure. They're going full offensive, wow. We can just, you know, kind of regroup in this fight and do good here. If God Vegeta can live, okay, he's just gonna live, cool. I'm just gonna run. You know, there's points with this game where their God Destruction is so low that even when I chip it, it's not going to matter. We're going to win the game anyways. You know, I'm just going to go here and bang. And now the game is over. That's a God Vegeta ult. Give me this. And we're going to win the game here. Or not, because I didn't cancel the ability. But God Vegeta's here to ult and just get the Dragon Shell. I should have canceled my skill 3 so I got the Dragon Ball, but yeah. Pushing will win you games, and that's one of the best things you can do as technical is just push. So I barely was in fights. I was just focusing on pushing, and we won the game because of that, and I got MVP. You know, Kid Buu, obviously he could do great damage in the fight, yes. But I think one of the strongest things technical, especially in solo queue, is just being a rat and split pushing and doing that, you know. Especially also, we saw the numbers, you know, it's only God Goku and Super Saiyan 3 left. I'm gonna go push. I got some decent chip done. You know, they're busy fighting. Oh, you know, only God Vegeta's up. God Vegeta can defend. So I'm just gonna go push. You know, I brought 3 of them up with me, and I was still able to get the God of Destruction, get the Dragon Shell, and almost get the Dragon Ball. We're gonna give it up to our Super Saiyan 3. If you see the stats here, I mean, look, 7, 6, 9. But I get 3. I got 3 Gods of Destruction, 170,000 damage, while still doing more damage than our God Vegeta and somewhat similar damage to the Super Saiyan 3. And I was mostly pushing and essentially just throwing my life at it. Obviously, yes, you don't run a risk always doing that, because if their enemy team starts fully defending, you are not going to be able to push. But if the enemy team's fully defending, that means you and your team could just start freely farming up. Their issue was, you know, they would leave someone at the base super often, and by the time I would get good chip, by the time even like a Super Saiyan 3 would instant transmission onto me. You know, playing like that is lame, yes, but it's one of the best tips I can give for solo climbing with technical. And here's the rank up. Bang. And with that, I have now got an S rank once again with every role. I mean, look at, oh my god, 264,000 points. Wow. We're just gonna keep slowly clicking, and just to prove I'm solo queue, you're gonna see there's no one in this party. And yeah, I gave, you know, characters to play for all the roles. You do not need Kid Buu to get to S. You know, I would only say God Vegeta. That's the wrong thing. Okay, you can see no parties. You can see, you could say God Vegeta's the only really tank that you really truly need to play to get S attack, or S to a tank to S rank solo queue. But even then, I'm sure you could do it with like Bardock. You know, Bardock's so amazing. Don't let people distract you. Now, obviously, God Vegeta is probably the best tank in the game right now. So that's why I would recommend, if you're solo queue, play him. But, you know, you don't need God Goku, you don't need Kid Buu. I'm just doing it because of the newest characters. You know, I've been doing this for every other character. If we go to the badges, this is what they're technical. You know, it took me 36 wins as technical to get S rank solo queue. And yeah. With that, we've got an S rank with every role. As you can see here, we're top 1,000. Nice. Solo queue's not that bad. You just gotta play smart. And obviously, yes, there is RNG involved with getting good teammates, yes. But if you're focusing way too much on, oh my god, what is my teammate doing? Oh my god, I hate solo queue, I hate all my teammates. It's just gonna make it so much harder for yourself. Just focus on what you can personally improve and really learn the game state. As you know, you can saw there's times where I made mistakes, but times I made the correct decisions. You know, it's never over till it's really over. You know, I've had games where we've lost, you know, triple boss, we've lost super early, but we didn't surrender, we end up winning the game. There's always ways to do better and slowly come back in the game. You just gotta play good and not get too tilted, which I think is the biggest advice I could give overall. Just don't get too tilted at bad teammates in solo queue. Just focus on what you can personally improve on, and you can see how you can personally carry in every game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, it means a lot to me. Stay tapped in the chin if you'll stay up with everything Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, including feature news coverage, more videos on God Goku, God Vegeta, and Kid Buu, as well as any other potential news you need to know for the game. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!